So now things are getting thoroughly autumnal here in my corner of California. And of course, here in the US, many people are celebrating Thanksgiving, which is a time of gratitude for everything good that has come to us in the year, and giving thanks for the harvest and the abundant stores of food that will get us through the winter, or if nothing else, gratitude for wine and cocktails after the relatives are gone. Oh my gosh. So this episode, I'm going to be going through the Your Eulogy exercise that I have created for my clients. And I thought we could put a little Thanksgiving spin on it by linking it to Thanksgiving. So if it were Thanksgiving and I had recently died and people were gathering around the table and talking about me and the kind of life I had lived, what would I want people to say? Well, I think first of all they'd say something like, "That Wendy, she was such a turkey," because my loved ones are like that. But really, I'd want them to say that I helped them to feel valued, help them to feel like they were worthy and capable, and that they had the intelligence and the resilience and the creativity to uncover their best selves and then have the courage and the means to live their lives as their best selves. I hope that people would think that I was someone safe, that I was someone supportive, that I mentored them, and that instead of suppressing them, that I brought them to life. And basically, I want my legacy to be one of extreme love among me and other people. Just these connections, these chance meetings, these repeated encounters and dinners where they felt heard, and as if I had been for them when they were in times of need, and as if I was a warm, home-like place for them whenever they landed at my doorstep. I would love for them to say something like, "She built this institution of reflective journaling that grew and touched the lives of many people beyond the ones who had personally met her, because the people she spoke to individually reached out and spoke to other people or lived by example and spread this ripple effect of kindness and creativity and hope and support." And I hope they would say that her non-in-person offerings, like this podcast or any other sort of virtual offerings I might make, touched the lives of people I never met directly, and started a ripple effect of positive change through those people. I want to be remembered as a gentle social force for growth and peace and love and creativity. I hope they would say that I was funny and that I made them laugh, and that through the way I lived my life, I gave them permission to be exactly themselves, no matter how quirky or strange or unconventional, and that I gave them permission to be conventional when that is truly what suited them. Like, there is real value to the pumpkin spice latte and to the scarf and to the whole culture of being a basic bitch. I have lived in fur-lined boots for ages just because I tried on a pair of UGG knockoffs, just wondering what this basic bitch thing was all about. And it was like putting my feet in kittens, and I was instantly hooked. So if being mainstream means sipping delicious beverages and having comfortable feet and wearing pretty scarves and being pretty and cozy, there is nothing wrong with that. And I hope that I can be someone who reminds women to be allies with other women. And I hope that I am a force for feminism and body positivity. But I suppose mostly what I want is for my family and friends to feel like I witnessed their lives and I supported their journey, and that I was there for them when they were in bits and pieces, and that I was joyful for them when they were joyful for the things going on in their lives. I want them to have noticed that I was full of gratitude for all of the experiences I had had and the gifts I'd received and the opportunities that had come to me. And I hope that they would feel gratitude for what I had given them, and that I could leave behind a legacy where gratitude is a strong value and not just a lip service kind of thing, but truly felt in a deep, warm, visceral way. Finally, I want them to say that I was a really good cook and that they always felt welcome in my home, and that I was smart and capable, and that I was a savvy businesswoman, and that I could play the piano and sing nicely, and that I left the world with a sense of contentment, knowing that I had contributed and knowing that the people I loved were full of hope for the future and were well set up with all the supports they needed. All right. The next question is, examine what you just wrote, so we'll amend that to said, and look for common themes and circle them. Okay, so I obviously can't see what I just said, and I can't circle them because no paper, but I think a common theme that I found in there was a sense of loving other people well in the ways that they are most likely to receive that love, and to grow with people and to witness them and to be of service as they uncover who they really are. In both my family and, well, in my family and in my friendship circles and in the wider circles of my clients and the people that they know and love, and so forth and so forth. This ripple effect is pretty key to my mission. So I guess being a ripple effect for love and self-love and a commitment to revealing the true nature of your character. So the third question is, based on those themes, what are some of your core values? When we're when we're linking this to Thanksgiving, all I can really think about is mashed potatoes. But I think, yes, I think mashed potatoes can be a value. But I think one of my core values is mentoring or coaching. I don't know quite how to put this, but being someone in whose presence other people blossom. So I guess nurturing. One who nurtures. I don't know how to conjugate this, apparently, but nurturing other people. And I think compassion. So nurturing, compassion, and gratitude and hope. Nurturing gratitude and hope and compassion. And the final question is, how can you integrate those values more deeply into your life? I only rarely feel actual gratitude. I often think, I need to really notice that I have this extremely wonderful situation, but experiencing that warm glow of gratitude that suffuses you from within and feels so wonderful, it's like those moments are pretty rare for me, and I really notice them when they come along, because I'm like, oh wow, not just trying to be grateful, but actually feeling a spontaneous moment of gratitude. That's rare. And I don't know how to force a feeling, but I guess what I could do is starting a practice where I stop in a moment and I look around at my situation and I see the beauty of the garden outside my window and the computer desks of the people I love and the rumpled beds where they sleep and the toys in the bedroom of my little son, and just the life, like the physical evidence of the life we've lived, and noticing when my husband is smiling and full of energy and being grateful that he feels nice. So moments of mindfulness as a vessel for feeling gratitude. That could be one way in which I could, create a little opportunity for that feeling. Another thing is reading Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, because that book always brings me up short and sucks me into this world of extreme cruelty and deprivation and sadness and awfulness. And then when I stop reading and I look around at my comfortable home and my beautiful neighborhood and my sense of plenty and my sense of safety, that's a pretty sure way to kind of get into a gratitude mindset. And in terms of compassion, I think just stopping and removing the center of the universe from myself and intentionally trying to look at the world through the point of view of the person I'm thinking about, and considering, are they going through anything painful? Is there something difficult going on in their lives that I might not know about? And asking myself what makes them a wonderful person, and softening and easing up on my kind of judgmental type A snap judgments that I make. So compassion and gratitude and hope. I think I'm pretty good on hope. I mean, aside from the constant nagging fear of failure, of never achieving my goals because I don't believe in myself. or I feel like it's like this outcome based on luck and that I can't possibly beat these odds. I suppose I could work on feeling like I am smart enough and capable enough to build something of value, and that I shouldn't let that internal anxiety maven like seep in through all my cracks and make me feel like at a bone deep level that, really this is going to fail, and I should be embarrassed for even trying, and who do I think I am? I'm such a fraud. So I suppose I could do a little work on that internal narrative and intentionally turn it around, and maybe I could make an internal narrative resource that I can share with my clients, a little structure that we can work through to consider that. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research and put that together. Maybe I'll do that after I finish recording this. So that was hope and compassion and gratitude. And I forgot the other one I listed, and I think that's okay. So this is sort of our beginning of considering Thanksgiving this month, linking our lives to our sense of gratitude. And I thank you for listening. You can find our website at reflectivejournaling.net, and we have a little Facebook group, which you can find at Reflective Journaling Community. And yeah, thank you for listening. Goodbye.